Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Giselle, I review fragrances, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm super happy you landed here, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your loyal support. Guys, today I have the most gorgeous, juicy fragrances for summer. So if you're interested in learning more about these fragrances, stay tuned. Welcome back and let's get started. So guys, my first one is Delina La Rosée. So I want to let you know that La Rosée in French means dew or dewy. It has nothing to do with the rose, with the flowers, as many people think. So the name has a lot to do with the fragrance as well. This is a super dewy, watery, sweet, fruity type of scent. It's very dewy. It's a beautiful fragrance. I will link the video here. I did a full review about Delina a few months ago. I will link it here. This is a very youthful, very fruity, as I said, type of scent. I think this is targeted to a younger crowd, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful scent. There's nothing groundbreaking here, but it's super dewy. It reminds me of, as I said in my previous video where I reviewed this fragrance, this fragrance reminds me of watermelon or raspberry or strawberry granita, something you would eat in a scorching hot day. Well, same with this fragrance. This is for a super hot and humid day. Well, not necessarily humid, but I think this fragrance will perform really well under high humidity. It has lychee, it has pear, it has peony. Actually, this one shares the pear note with Delina exclusive, while the original Delina has rhubarb instead. It also has musk and it has transparent flower accord. I don't know how a transparent flower accord could translate in terms of smell, but I think what that does is to give a lot of freshness and a lot of dewiness, because the transparent flower is a beautiful flower that looks like any flower, but when it comes into contact with water, it becomes transparent. Actually, the real name is skeleton flower, or not the real name. That's not the botanical name, but it's how it is known, as the skeleton flower. And that's what I think they mean by transparent flower. It's very feminine, it's very refreshing. As I said, there's nothing groundbreaking here, but regardless, it's a beautiful scent, ultra feminine. It's very effervescent, it's very fizzy, almost sparkling. It's a very youthful type of scent. It's really nice. Give it a try, Delina La Rosée, for the upcoming summer. The second one, guys, is Pacific Park by Simone Andreoli. So Simone Andreoli is a niche house from Italy. It's a very niche boutique style house. They only have 17 fragrances in their collection. I would say they specialize in this type of scents. This smells like a tropical vacation in a bottle. It's stunning. This is stunning. It has pear, it has black currant, it has caramel, it has cotton candy, vanilla, musk. Out of this world. Literally, this is like a tropical vacation in a bottle. This smells like the lobby of a luxury resort. It's very creamy, very creamy. It's sweet, but it's not cloying. Let me tell you, I smell very few fragrances in the market that are this sweet, this tropical, but this sophisticated at the same time. Smells very expensive, smells very sophisticated, and smells niche. This is niche quality. It has a very nice lasting power, between 6 and 8 hours, a very nice sillage, although you can get the sillage in the first couple hours. After that, it becomes more like a skin scent, but still people will notice it. So guys, my third juicy fragrance for summer is Tamarindo by Memo Paris. I'm here again with another Memo Paris fragrance. This is stunning. This fragrance has been my signature scent since it launched like 2-3 years ago. I think 3 years ago. It's beautiful, it's addictive. It's a fruity, floral, sweet, tropical type of scent, but it's super refined, super wearable. It's basically a pineapple, vanilla, jasmine concoction. It's very creamy, very honeyed as well. Yeah, like honey or waxy somehow, but it's gorgeous, very addictive. As I said, I will never get tired of this fragrance. It's linear in the best possible way. It doesn't change. Actually, this fragrance has absolutely nothing to do with the fruit tamarindo. And I make this point because you might be wondering why this fragrance doesn't have tamarindo in the composition. So actually they named this fragrance after a city in Costa Rica called Tamarindo, and the city is surrounded by tropical rainforest, and I think this is what they wanted to recreate here. Do you see, like, it looks like a sunset and it looks like palm tree leaves here. So nothing to do with the fruit, but regardless, it's a very fruity fragrance. Perfect for daytime, perfect for nighttime, very, very wearable, very easy to wear, super versatile, 100% unisex. It leans more towards the feminine side, I have to tell you, but still it's very, very unisex. Absolutely recommended, especially for hot summer days. Tamarindo by Mimo Pierce. So guys, my fourth juicy fragrance for summer is Creed Virgin Island Water. Guys, this is also vacation in a bottle. In fact, this fragrance has been inspired by a sail trip to a Caribbean island. This smells like the Caribbean, I tell you. This smells like, well, let me tell you, this has lime, this has coconut, and those are the most prominent note. The opening is slightly tangy because of the citruses. The coconut is very prominent, but this is not a sweet scent. This is not gourmand. This smells like a frozen lime coconut daiquiri. Stunning, stunning as everything Creed does. This has some suntan lotion vibes, I have to be honest with you, but in the best possible way. And it's really, really refined. You know, you can't go wrong with Creed. You might like it, you may not, but you can't deny that Creed fragrances smell class, they smell sophisticated, they smell super, super refined, and this is no exception. It also has jasmine, it has hibiscus, it has musk, it has ylang ylang. That together, ylang ylang is a tropical flower, which I think that together with the coconut is giving this fragrance this very distinctive tropical accord. It's a very tropical scent. I can't imagine wearing this fragrance if it's not during the summer, unless when I layer it. And let me tell you, I will link the video about layering here, right here, because I did a full video, an entire video just about layering combos. And my favorite layering combo with this is Creed Virgin Island Water and Creed Aventus. Female or the male version, both smell amazing, especially with the male version. Out of this world. Gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Virgin Island Waters by Creed. Moving on, guys, I come here with Rose Atlantic by DS and Durga. So DS and Durga is a niche house, as you probably know. If not, I'm introducing you to this house. It's a great house. They make amazing and very different fragrances. This is my favorite. And boy, does this smell different. This is by far the most unique and different rose you can get in the market. This is not your jammy rose, this is not your velvety rose, this is not dark, this is not mysterious, this is not the typical rose patchouli or rose oud combo. It's very, very different. This is watery, this is dewy, this is mineral, smells slightly ozonic as well. Absolutely stunning. Rose. This is a totally different take on a typical rose scent. Even if you don't like roses, you might still like this fragrance, because although you can smell roses here, as I said, it's not your typical rose scent. It has linden, so this fragrance, it's very calming. It also has bergamot. Bergamot is a citrus, as you know, and bergamot usually gives fragrances green note, very fizzy, citrusy. It has rose, of course. It has lemon oil, it has oak moss, it has musk. So this is why this is very watery, because it has oak moss. Probably it's not the only accord here that gives this fragrance this dewiness, but oak moss has a lot of responsibility in that dewy, watery type of scent. It's very fizzy, it's very mineral. When I smell this, it makes me very thirsty. This, guys, I said this in the video because I think I talk about this fragrance in my best rose scents. I will link the video here. And this fragrance I mentioned there, and I'll say it again because this is what I feel when I smell it. This makes me think of a rose soaked in a glass of super ice cold sparkling mineral water. This is how it smells. It is 100% unisex. It's very marine. It's very ozonic, as I said. It's very beachy without being tropical. This doesn't have coconut or any tropical accord like ylang ylang or Tahiti and gardenia or anything like that. But still, when you smell this, it will remind you of the beach or the ocean. It's also salty, so if you like salty fragrances like Sel Marine by Healy, for example, I reviewed that fragrance as well. This is in that same category. So yeah, if you're like me and you don't like to smell like everybody else, give this beauty a try. Rose Atlantic by DS and Durga. It's very different. This is by no means a safe blind buy, but I highly recommend you that at least you try it because it's really beautiful. So guys, the next one is a new fragrance that I bring from the house of Molton Brown, and it's called Jasmine Sun Rose. It's beautiful. I talked about Molton Brown before. I talked about another fragrance, and this is the time for this one, Jasmine Sun Rose. It's absolutely beautiful. Molton Brown is a British house. Everything they do is super high quality, and all their fragrances, either in their shower gels or body lotions, fragrances, everything is meant for your well-being. So you will feel very peaceful, you will feel very balanced, and it's just an experience. It's beautiful and very, very high quality. So this is a rose jasmine concoction, very beautiful. It's nothing groundbreaking. Don't expect anything groundbreaking here. However, it is beautiful. It's floral, fruity, slightly citrusy, very nice. It's very pleasant. This is a crowd pleaser. It doesn't project like crazy, but it has some moderate projection because people notice this and people love it. So it's very, very safe. It has rose, it has jasmine, it has bergamot, it has raspberry, it has peach, osmanthus, musk, patchouli. It has a little bit of everything. As I said, this is a very safe fragrance. It's very dewy, very juicy, and people love it. It's very safe for a work environment. It's very safe for any type of activity you need to do during the day. I think you can also wear this during the night, of course, but it's more like a typical daytime scent. Beautiful, beautiful. Jasmine Sun Rose by Molton Brown. So moving on, guys, the next one is Alien Mirage. Honestly, this is the only alien flanker I like. And also Eau Extraordinaire, but that's the second runner-up. This is my favorite. This is beautiful, and I think it's because it has absolutely nothing to do with the original Alien. This is a beautiful fragrance. It's very mineral, it's very dewy, very aquatic, sweet, creamy, floral. Very, very beautiful. It is gorgeous, definitely. It's very summery. It's perfect for the summer. In fact, this is a fragrance like Creed Virgin Island Water. It's a type of fragrance I would not be able to wear it in another season aside from summer. It's not even spring. This is summer, also summer in a bottle. It's perfect for a super hot day or night. You can wear this during the night. I think it will be very, very sexy during the night. Beautiful. This is a type of fragrance, again, the warmer and higher the humidity, the better this will perform. It has pink pepper. It also has syringa, which is a night flower. It also has lotus flower, which I love. Lotus, I love aquatic flowers, and lotus in particular is it has a very distinctive smell, and you can smell it pretty prominent here. It's very delicate, but it's also very dewy. It's responsible for giving this fragrance this dewiness. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's very refreshing. It's very invigorating. I love it. Give it a try, Alien Mirage. So my last one, guys, is Radiant Nectar by Clean, and it belongs to the Reserve line. So Clean, beautiful. It's an eco-conscious, sustainable brand. They source their ingredients from their own reserve. And this fragrance is stunning, guys. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It smells way more expensive than what it is. The opening is very juicy and fruity. Actually, pear is the note that is prominent here. And the opening, as I said before when I reviewed this fragrance, it's absolutely identical to Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. And the dry down, it's identical to Do Not Disturb by Wilhelm Perfumery. It's really, it's incredible how this is one of the most complex fragrances I have in my collection. I don't have anything like this in terms of how much it changes, because the first 15 minutes, 12-15 minutes, it's one fragrance, and the dry down is a completely different fragrance. Absolutely gorgeous, very good lasting power, more than 8 hours. The opening is very juicy and bright, as I said, while the dry down is woody and drier. The dry down is dry. When you try this is why it is super duper important when you try a fragrance to let it breathe, because if you judge a fragrance by the top notes, you might be disappointed if you buy that fragrance, because you will end up with a fragrance that it's totally different from what you expected when you tested it, right? When you try it first. And this is the clear example that that can happen, right? And needless to say, we all have different skin pH, skin chemistry, and that also makes the fragrance smell totally different. But it's super important always, every time you try a fragrance, let it breathe at least, very least 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, but never buy a fragrance just because you like the opening, right? The top notes usually are the notes that will go away more quickly, while the base notes are the notes that will remain with you for the longest time. So that's why it is super important to get to those base notes. Usually the top notes are more fruity, more florals. Sometimes you have aldehydes in the top notes, but the base usually is more ambery, more woody, more earthy. You have sandalwood, you have cedar. This fragrance has cedar. Cedar is a note that sometimes people say they don't know it's cedar, but they say, well, this fragrance, it smells like pencil shavings. So that is a sign that that fragrance has cedar in the composition, and this is what you smell in the dry down. It's a super beautiful fragrance. It also has ambrette seeds, so you have that musky type of accord that makes you feel super cozy, super comfortable. It's a crowd pleaser. I get massive compliments when I wear this. People love it. This is a damn rich for me. You can wear this all day, every day, for any type of activity you have. This is a fragrance you can pull off during the day, as I said, or during the night for date nights, night outs. It's super, super versatile. It can be unisex, but definitely smells more feminine to me. And this is not what I would call a sexy fragrance, but it is very, very pleasant. People love it. I get massive compliments when I wear this, and this is a damn rich for me. You can wear this all day, every day, for any activity you have. And you can also wear this during the night, of course, date nights, night outs. It's stunning. It's really, really beautiful. And as I said, very long lasting. See you in, yeah. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video of my juicy fragrances for summer. And please let me know in the comments below if you know any of these fragrances, or if you are interested in trying any of these fragrances. I love hearing from you guys. I'm super interactive with my audience, and I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe and goodbye.